Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Gemini, we're going to ask this week, what have your spirit guides been trying to tell you? What message have your spirit guides been trying to get to you, to convey to you? And I'm going to ask, what is the obvious message that they've been trying to tell you? What is the hidden, deeper message that they've been trying to tell you? And then I'm going to ask, how are these messages being left for you? Like, how or in what way are these messages being conveyed to you? This could be like some sort of internal feeling. It could be something happening outside of you as well. So we're going to get started. I'm going to use the Lace of Destiny Oracle deck, Steampunk Tarot as well. It's just a reminder, it is a general reading. Because it's general, it may or may not resonate. If it does, I'm glad we're able to connect. If it does not, hopefully the next time, gems. All right. Gemini. The obvious message for Gemini. The hidden message. And how these messages are working their way to Gemini. What has Gemini spirit guides been trying to tell them? The obvious message is fire. Fire. Okay. Fire. Fire is a destructive force. Or it can be a force that keeps the home warm. The dichotomy, the paradox. It's interesting too, coming from Gemini, right? This and that are true. There's something here that can be managed in a way that it creates warmth, it creates sustenance, it can help you feed your, like there's, what is fire? Fire is everything to mankind. Fire is that point, I feel like, where a man probably for the first time was able to harness an elemental force. Right? Well, it is called an elemental force, but yet that force also, if it's handled without care, can be absolutely destructive. On its own, it can be destructive. Okay. What's the hidden message? Even your obvious the hidden message is spider. While you seek out or hunt for what you are bringing into your life or trying to, there are things that also seek out, hunt for you. Now, for some of you, that could be as simple and pleasant as, you know, what you choose to manifest for you is also manifesting you as well, like, right? Where are these messages coming from? Manipulation. That's very interesting. This is coming from your spirit guides. Could your spirit guides be working? Cross is at the bottom. Committed forces. Just hearing like committed forces. Kind of got a bit of a judgment energy, like rising up again. Ooh, yeah. Fire. The elemental force of fire. This is your obvious message. Fire symbolizes a fertilization, purifying, and illuminating force, but it also embodies destruction. It is associated with the flames of hell, consuming but not annihilating. It serves as a symbol of torment and punishment. However, above all, fire is a sacred symbol of the hearth, bringing comfort, nourishment, and protection. Fire is the primary driving force behind instinct, spirit, thoughts, and intellect, compelling individuals to move forward, believe, hope, and defend their convictions. Ambition is the main driving force of fire. It provides enthusiasm, impatience, recklessness, self-assurance, impulsiveness, explosiveness, audacity, courage, and militancy. Fire encapsulates the volatizational dimension. It is the element of active, creative, and strong individuals geared for struggle and overcoming challenges. Their fundamental attitude is, I want. They thirst for success, leadership, and responsibility. The criteria for actions are framed as good, bad, can, cannot. The primary question of the fire element is, Can I achieve the goal? So that's interesting. That's the obvious message. Can you achieve the goal? And it does almost like feel like in some way it's up to you. Yes and no. How do you contain? How do you manage this drive, this force? Huh. The hidden message is spider, number 50. Tangled circumstances. Hidden threat, deception, cruelty, greed, cunning, illusions, magical attack, craftsmanship, creativity, diligence, webs, and communities. Advice. To achieve your goals, weave webs, catch luck, observe how the spider goes about its business. However, at the same time, be cautious. Other spiders are also hunting you. I feel like there's an awful lot of ambition around something that you do. There's opportunities. How you manage your ambition is really important here. It's giving me a bit of that raw energy from the from Brian Froud's fairy deck. It's kind of like a raw, untamed energy. You could just let it go wild, but that could get out of control. Or you could manage it in some way here. I'm wondering if there's something that you want or that you strive for or that you're involved in that has like a strong competitive energy around it. The message comes to you through manipulation. It's almost like if you have rivals of some type here, right? This rivaling energy may perhaps try to manipulate you. Like spirit kind of works through everything and everyone. There could also be points in time here where it feels like there's nothing you can do but just kind of sit in the web and wait for luck to find you. Wait for luck to kind of fall into your web here. Situation. Messages come to you through manipulation. That's very intriguing. There it is. All right. The scenario depicts a situation in which you find yourself compelled to act against your own will. You are being used for selfish purposes, and there is an inauthentic and insincere treatment directed towards you, often accompanied by condescension and demeaning attitude. The image portrays a girl looking down upon her doll, experiencing a sense of satisfaction and a hint of condescension towards this inanimate object, which inherently lacks self-sufficiency. This dynamic raises questions about gender equality, with a woman exerting control over the doll girl. The card conveys the theme of manipulation, with someone in the role of a conscious adult exerting control. It also suggests that manipulative tactics may necessitate adaptation and identity transformation, where manipulation isn't directed towards others, but rather towards ourselves. This entails merging with another person, adjusting and guiding them in the desired direction, employing techniques akin to sympathetic magic and NLP to achieve these goals. What is NLP? What the heck is NLP? I've never heard of that acronym. Natural language processing? Oh, it's a branch of artificial intelligence that enables computers to comprehend, generate, and manipulate human language. The fuck? I want to pull tarot before I say much else. This one's very interesting. Oh, but you got the cross at the bottom. Let's look at that. So this is kind of like the energy that brought you where you are today, which is intriguing. Ooh, fate, karma, completion, predestination, suffering, punishment, atonement for sins, purification and transition to another level, duty, burden, obligations, hardships, trials, examination, traditions, burdens, sacrifice, religion, faith, ending, and miracles. Don't give up. Go through the lesson of life, no matter how difficult it may be. Don't lose hope. Maintain faith and carry your cross consciously. All right. But boy, I do feel like there's kind of like weird dark forces that work around you. Some of you, if any of you have like, I don't know, I want to say if others of you out there have like a YouTube channel, if you have like a TikTok, if you have like, I don't know, Instagram, what are all those things? I don't know. There could be instances here where you might be getting warnings about something, particularly with this. There's some sort of warning here. I don't know if someone is trying to impersonate you or some sort of artificial intelligence is. It could be good, it could be bad with the fire card. Gemini pulled out like right out of left field on this one. Really different from everybody else's. Elemental forces of fire. It's the obvious message. Huh. The Ace of Swords. The truth. The truth, it's almost like the truth. And it's funny that I'm pulling that out for you, right? Like the truth, there can be two sides to every truth. The Spider. The Ace of Pentacles. All right. That's the competitive field here. You're not the only one competing for something. And maybe it's the truth. Competing for the truth. The manipulation. Ah, the Eight of Wands. Okay, for some of you, I feel like there's something here that you're trying to achieve, something that you're trying to understand and know. It could be it could be like, okay, it could be your own path. You could be experiencing energies here where others are trying to kind of like try to switch destinies with you, which I don't know how successful that can be. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, there's like a bit of that energy here. Now, I feel like though that you have come from a very profound and steadfast past. Like you've met certain trials here. You've acknowledged your own karmic energies, your own fallibility as a human being, and done your best to, I don't know, pave a path forward that may involve fully removing yourself from past energies with the fire. But it's almost like what is the truth after everything else has been annihilated? Where is the actual truth in something? You could work through destructive forces, but you're basically destroying what is not divine so that you can come to the actual cosmic truth of things. You're not the only person involved in this, and whatever that means, or whatever this truth signifies for you. I can't help but feel, now, I don't know everybody. I'm going to be honest. I feel like I'm reading for someone who, and it's funny, because I know at least a couple of other like tarot readers that are Geminis. And it doesn't necessarily have to be them. I mean, they may not even be coming to this reading, but they could be. But I really am picking up like the energy of someone else here, like because of the web. This is the thing that's really like kind of striking me. What comes into your web? What do you bring into the web? Now, this could be like views for some of you. If there's something that, you know, you are engaged in terms of social media. This is that's not the word I was going to use at all. It almost came out of my mouth, so that's weird. Maybe it is a fucked up situation. But there's something going on here about, I want to say that use of AI, like somebody could be using your voice. There could be some sort of deep fake going on here. If it feels like you get to the truth of something and then it's almost like pulled away, or you understand how to grow and develop something. There's other forces at work here that are also trying to grow and develop that, or they want that. They want that. You know, it could be like a view. Like if you think about the World Wide Web, like with YouTube, there's a lot of competing energies out there to get views with, I guess, like TikTok and Instagram and other sources of social media is what's coming in. Others also want this. Others are, but they're hunting you. That's the weird thing. That's the weird thing here. Now, it doesn't have to be that. I just wanted to stress that because it's coming across very strongly for someone. And I feel like it's really important that if they have an inkling, there's someone out there, I feel like there's possibly another tarot reader who has an inkling that AI is being utilized to kind of like either steal their creations, steal their content, recreate it. Yes, it is. That's like what your guides have been trying to tell you. Now, others of you, I feel like there's people around you or a person possibly. For some of you, this is the funny thing. Sometimes this could be someone who is trying to manipulate you, but it's almost like they don't want to tell you directly what's going on, but they want to give you hints so that you can kind of see what the truth is here, what's actually happening. And it is a bit manipulative. It could be strategic. I don't know why. It's giving me that vibe of, you know, you're playing a game and you and someone else are playing a game together, like a computer game, which is funny. We get that with the manipulation, just computer and AI. And you cannot warn the other player that there's something going on behind them. All you can do is encourage them to come forward. Encourage them to come forward. Encourage them to come forward. The minute you tell them that there's something behind them, it almost like it draws their attention. It could like, that could be it too. It could be almost like someone trying to steer your attention away from something. Like my son has this, it's worse than me, about spiders and stuff. And like if there was a big spider behind him, or let's say he was riding his bike or something like that, this big bug was like right behind him. If I told him that, he'd probably freak out and he could cause a catastrophe. So I wouldn't tell him. I would just say, oh, hon, go that way. Go over there. Go over there. Go over there. It's like there's a bit of that energy here for you. Now, this could be coming across as guides, but guides and God also work through other people. So other people could be like saying something. It's almost like I need to draw that person away from here so that they go over there, right? But I'm going to do it in a way that, yes, in a sense, I am manipulating them because I'm not giving them the information about why they truly do need to go over there. They might feel like they need to go over there because that's the destination, but it may not. It's actually not. It's just like put you in a place hold so that you're not freaking out about what's over here. Others of you, this probably full on. People that are trying to manipulate you and people who are trying to get you to move away from where you are. Right? Like you could have something here that you've established, that you've created. Other people want that place. They want that place in the web. This is such an interesting one, Jum. That's a lot. I'm not ready to, well, I don't know what to say. The Death card, the Nine of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Strength card. It's almost like watching yourself heal, which is interesting. It's like watching yourself heal. Holding back the truth. Okay, there's something going on here where I do feel for the majority of you, there's some sort of truth that's been held back from you. And it's weird because it comes across as maybe it has something to do with timing. Like if you knew this right now, it could cause a catastrophe because you could react in a certain way that is not in your best interest. But this information, yes, is important to you. But there are things like manipulating you here. The Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. Yeah, no, I'm glad I shuffled again. The Four of Cups. What is the obvious message here? Is that it's almost like there's a problem. There's a problem? And I feel like you even realize that there's a problem. There isn't a long-term, there isn't a short-term solution to this problem. The hidden message, deeper hidden message here, is that there is a new beginning here, but it's like you're not the only one who's trying to get this. The Eight of Pentacles. Oh, the High Priestess and the Six of Cups. Again, it could have something to do with work here. Work, particularly if you work like online in any way. There is something weird going on. And even if you're not a tarot reader, although it feels pretty strongly like you could be. You're not... Someone here from your past is trying to get the same opportunity as you are. That's the hidden message. This is a work opportunity. And there is a problem. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're not sure what the problem is. All right. How this message is being, like, how are they coming to you? How is it? The Knight of Wands. The Moon. The Knight of Wands is reminding me of this elemental force of fire, right? The drive, the passion. The Nine of Swords. I don't know. This really looks like something you don't want to hear. I'm going to clarify this manipulation card. I'm going to ask a little bit more about it. Some of you might just need to clear your energy. The Ace of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like somebody, it feels like almost somebody putting a price on emotions. Tell me about this manipulation. Tell me about this manipulation. I do though feel like, there are times where Spirit is telling you to turn left. And you're like, okay, sorry, that's crazy. I did right. But that's almost like it. Telling you to turn left. Turn left. It's like you're pointing right. Turn left. It's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Turn left. So what would you do? Well, I don't know. I don't know what the Nine of Swords and the Moon. Manipulation. Tell me about this manipulation. Is this coming through as a person? Is there a person for Gemini, like a specific person? The Knight of Wands is there. It could be someone, it could be Sagittarius energy. The Star. Now, I did flip that. It was coming out in the reverse. So, Manipulation. The fucking universe is screwing you around right now. But not. There's a reason for this. It's kind of like that whole story. Like, if you knew something right now, you might freak out. And by freaking out, or by knowing something too, you could even change your own course or destiny here. It's important that you discover this naturally on your own. But why? The Knight of Wands. Wait, no, the Eight of Wands. Where is this going? Where are you going? Are you going? The Eight of Wands. The Queen of Wands. The Knight of Swords. The Page of Swords. There's a lot of energy here. There's a shitload of court cards. And I haven't even clarified the others. Let me clarify the whole thing. The Knight of Wands. The Four of Swords. The Hermit. The Two of Pentacles. Why is the Moon here? The Six of Swords. Yeah, see, the universe trying to show you where to go. The Two of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. The Nine of Swords. The Five of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Tower. Well, I don't know. I honestly do feel like that, okay, you've been given some sort of direction, or you've discovered something, or you've learned something for yourself here, or you've come to some sort of understanding. Now, it could be around how people feel. It could be around how people feel. And what's been going on, like in the background of some sort of situation or something that you've been involved in. You may even be finding out that someone around you has possibly been manipulated or controlled in some fashion. You might be experiencing this manipulation and control for yourself to actually understand it fully. Like the universe is trying to give you some sort of information here about control and manipulation. And if you're not understanding the message through reading about it, seeing it in other people's lives, you may end up experiencing it yourself. Now, that is part of the obvious message here, and it's also, though, part of, it's understanding how hidden conflicts and competition can cause us to miss opportunities. I don't know, because, right, like even if the Five of Wands is a competitive card and that spider energy is really giving me that there's something going on here, you're not the only one vying for this. Is someone trying to manipulate someone around you who possibly needs to make a decision? And this decision could, could be connected to something that you're trying to achieve or understand. I think there's an achievement here with this, right? This achievement. You could also be trying to move something that's for you. Move towards something that is for you, that is yours. And there is an energy that doesn't want you to achieve that because it wants to achieve you, is kind of the thing. You know, like it could be, let's say, you want to start your own business. Okay, you want to start your own business. And there's, maybe there's a company down the road, the person who owns and runs that company, They don't want you starting that business because you actually might do pretty good, but they want you working for them because they want to build up their company, right? So this person could manipulate situations around you where the prices of leases suddenly go up. So it's like, wow, well, now I can't afford to lease that office space. Or if it was like what are those co-places, where people kind of co-rent office space or whatever that is. I don't know what the proper term is for that. But it's almost as if they make sure that those spaces have been leased or rented out that were available, or those time frames that were available are taken. Like they take them or lease or rent them out under false names kind of thing. I'm leaning a little heavily in that direction. Like I feel like there's something here that is in the process of trying to get you for a new beginning. But it's almost like it's trying to make sure that your new beginning ends up with it. So I don't know. Your message is so different from everybody else's. And yeah, that's kind of what is going on here. So tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles, which is the hidden message. The Nine of Wands and the Three of Swords. Well, I don't know, because it feels a little bit like this energy is, it's like watching and waiting. It's an area of someone's life here. I'm not sure if it's yours, like where you're looking for a new beginning, or something or someone else's. But it's almost like this has been a long time coming. The Eight of Pentacles. The Strength card, the Eight of Cups, and the Six of Wands. It's giving me a weird vibe, like of somebody doing something they don't want to do, or not doing something they want to do, because that makes everyone around them happy. I don't know. I cannot help but feel like someone around you is doing something to try to steer your path towards either what their boss wants your path to go in. There's more than one person, one energy here for sure. There's a lot. Just making sure, is this manipulation coming from a higher source? Or is Spirit trying to really show Gemini that somebody's trying to be manipulated, like, right, trying to unmask something here? The Eight of Swords, the Empress, and the Seven of Pentacles. I don't know, Gemini. I just honestly can't help but feel like that there's some type of energy here that is trying to steer you towards it. It's either trying to steer you towards it, or it's competing for exactly what you're trying to achieve. The Magician and Temperance. It's almost like just kind of see how manifestation starts to unfold. And, you know, allow energy to move itself naturally here. And yeah, but I don't know. It's always got to be. No. You can't. I'm not done. You cannot have the table. Aw. Goodness. Are you tired? Well, there's many places you could sleep. Gemini, I'm going to go to the extended. That's going to be interesting with this one. I'm going to ask, how is your ego interfering with you receiving these messages that your guides are trying to bring to you? And how is your higher self helping you accept these messages that your guides are trying to get to you? You know, I mean, there could be someone around you doing something and you don't really want to see that they are. Bam. Oh, that's what I have for you, Gems. Thank you so much, Gemini. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.